Ladies, if you wear wigs, weaves, braids, or extensions,
and if you're tender-headed like me,
or tangled just like me,
or have thick hair like mine,
or hate getting your hair combed,
keep watching!
Hi guys, thanks for checking out another TM Hair Products video. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I detangle and style my daughter's hair. Now, as you can see, my daughter has more tangling and matting at the root. She recently had her hair silk pressed, so now you guys are going to see her hair revert back and me detangle and style and all of that stuff. Now, again, she just came off of a silk press, so she wears it as long as she can, and then after that, it's time to style it. So what I did was I lightly misted her hair with water, and then I add the smooth through detangler to the root, because that's when my daughters get the most tangling. So if your tangles or knots are mainly at the end, that's where you would focus. I focus at the roots because my daughter's hair are prone to matting, so I like to focus at the root of the hair. What I like to do is, as you can see, I'm working the detangler into her hair. That's the end of her hair. As you can see, it hasn't reverted yet. It's a little, you can still see some little stringy parts, but that's fine because her hair is low porosity, so it's harder for products to penetrate her hair. So after a while, you guys will see her hair reverting back. And I also have a video where you can see her hair reverting back in real time after a silk press. When I silk press their hair, you guys always ask me questions on have their hair reverted back or not. So I always try to add a little piece of that in to show you guys that the hair does revert back. As you can see, I'm working the comb through her hair. I've already started from the ends and I worked my way up. So I use a big comb for her hair because her hair is thicker. But if she had more fine single strand knots, I would use a finer tooth comb. As you can see, her hair still looks a little stringy. It looks, you have some stringy parts and you have some parts that are not reverted back, and that's fine. But later on in the video, you'll see where her hair has actually reverted. So again, I'm lightly misting her hair with water, working the water in. With me working the water in with my hands, it's making the detangler activate to the hair faster. That's all that's doing. So it's not wasting time. So it's working the detangler into her hair, which makes it penetrate into the hair faster, which makes her hair revert back faster. But again, she has low porosity hair, so it does take time for her hair to revert back. As you can see, it's more coily than it was when I previously showed you before I sprayed it. So now I'm just going to speed this up, showing you the same things. If you have a lot of tangling at the root, that is where you will focus. Now, the amount of detangler you use depends on your hair. My daughter, this daughter in particular, she has very thick hair. So I have to use more detangler on her hair because her hair is thick and it needs to penetrate through her hair. If your hair is not as thick as my daughter's and you don't have as many tangles as she does, then you wouldn't use as much detangler. You only use the amount appropriate for your hair's thickness, the level of tangles you have. Now, if you've had a weave in for 2 months or something, obviously you probably have to use a little more detangler because it has to penetrate and break down that hair that's been packed together for 2 months. So to keep that in mind, guys, when you use the detangler, you don't have to use the amount I use. You may have to use more or less, but it depends on the amount of tangles you have. And for me, I don't like for their hair to have unnecessary breakage. Now, that is that section of hair again. As you can see, it is 99% reverted back. And as this video has gone on, as you can see, it took time for her hair to revert back. So I just want to show you guys that little clip because you guys always ask me, does the hair revert back after you silk press it? And the hair always reverts back after I silk press it. Her hair is completely detangled, and I'm going to shampoo her hair with the twists in. So I'm going to take one twist down at a time and detangle and deep condition her hair. Now, as you can see here, her hair is already been detangled, shampooed, deep conditioned, and blow dried, and I've parted it off. And as you can see, I've parted off a small part across the front and two side pieces on the side, and then the middle rectangle in the middle from the back of her hair, because the back is going to just be going down. That's going to be done very simply, and you'll see that in a later clip in the video. So all I'm going to do is braid that little section in the front, braid those braids going back because I want her hair to lay flat, and I want it to kind of mimic braids. So keep that in mind. That's what I'm trying to mimic, braids. Okay, we'll be using our Perfect Assist styling aid to style her hair. This is what it looks like. Excuse my hair in there. This is what it looks like. It's very thick and creamy. And so this is what we'll be using to moisturize her hair as we braid it up. I'm not going to use a lot. Okay, this is her braid pattern. This would actually be a cute style if I just tuck this back and she could wear the top out. That would be a cute style. But I'm going to braid these down, and I just, wait a minute, let me see where I can hold her here. I didn't braid these tight because I'm going to put crochet braids on top, because I just want the sides to go up because she's going to wear a ponytail, and I want this to be kind of flat because she's going to wear a ponytail. I don't want it so bulky up here. That's why I did that. And I'm going to braid this and then tuck it around in one of these braids that I'm going to braid straight back. Okay, I braided the back. I'm just going to take this braid and tuck it up around here somewhere and twist it. I braided one perimeter braid, and I didn't grip her little edges because I don't want to pull them out because they're so fragile. And then we'll start crochet braiding. So again, this is the front. Let me see. Let me put you down. Okay, so this here to here, this is the front, and that's going to be the back. Okay, once I get started and I get in, I'll show you guys. Okay, I'm just showing you guys how I'm installing the crochet braids on the side because she's going to wear them in a ponytail. But I want them to look more like, kind of like almost like braids or individuals or something like that. So that's kind of the effect that we are going for. So I'm going to, now these are her edges. I'm not going into too tight. I don't want these to be tight. I'll just pull some hair from another. So. See, so that's the way it's going to look, but I don't want to pull it too tight. But that's the way. That's the way it's going to look as it goes up into a ponytail. So it's going to look like individuals, and I'll do a couple more. I'm not going to double knot these because it's going to be in a ponytail anyway. So. And I'm making these a little bit fuller. I'm pulling hair from the other side. So, see, that's the way it's going to look. So when I pull it up, you won't be able to see that. Let me move this over in the back. And I'll do a couple more. And I didn't braid her hair tight because, you know, you have to stick the crochet needle through the hair. So I didn't braid her hair down tight so that the crochet needle won't hurt when you slide it in her hair. See, I hooked it on, open, put the hair in. Pulled it up. Now there's a space in between here, but once I pull it up, if that needs to be covered, I will cover it. If not, I'm not going to cover it because I don't want to put too much tension around her edges. So these I know are going to have to be a little closer together, and so are these. But around the sides of her hair, where it's not very much support, I'm not going to do too much to those. And I wanted them bigger to make them look a little fuller. So that's the way they would look. Let me pull up a couple more. See, so like so, turn around. See how they almost look like individuals, and I'm not pulling them tight again because I don't want to pull her edges, because she's still going to have to pull this up into a ponytail. So that's the way they would look. They kind of give me a individuals type vibe. So I'm going to finish doing that. Okay guys, this is the finished look when I told you guys that you can run the blow dryer through the hair to pull out, I'm sorry, wait, let me see, to pull out any of the texture. So she just blow dried her hair. Turn to the side. She just blow dried her hair. Now let me confess, we are getting ready to take these out today, but I just wanted to show you guys what it looks like when you pull the texture out. As you can see, she has worn them and they don't look bad. She just need her edges redone over, but we're getting ready to take them out. Turn back around and let me pan out so you guys can see. So that's what it looks like. It tapers off to an end. That's when you stretch the hair. You don't put it in blunt. So make sure you stretch the hair. Turn to the other side. And this is what it looks like. You see, it's not very bulky. It's not big. She has very thick hair. It's not big and bulky. So if you don't like the big voluminous hair, that's an idea. You can always run the blow dryer through it and make it more silky looking. Okay, I will insert pictures and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye guys.